Hi, Kerry.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to be back. It's good to see you.
It's great to see you. Congratulations. The Emmys were Sunday. You won the Emmy Award last Sunday for producing, right?
Yes, for live in front of a studio audience.
Right. Congratulations
Yeah.
on that. So
Thank you.
Sunday was, you were all dressed up. So was that the first time you wore real clothes in a while?
It's like the first time I've worn a high heel in like 9 months. It was crazy. Yes, we got to get really jazzed up. There we were pretending that this year is over because I think a lot of us are ready for this year to be over.
Yes, we sure are. Yeah, 2020 has not been a good year. It's been a very strange year. So I don't blame you for wanting to have a New Year's Eve party early. I think we should do that every day and hope that that happens for all of us. Your dad first of all, he must have been so proud, right, that you won the Emmy?
Well, he's really proud that he won the Emmy, because he was a featured background artist. My dad is a member of the Academy, and he was super happy that he won an Emmy because the show won, so that meant he won.
Right, of course, probably mostly due to his work in the background. We have a photo of him in the show. Okay. So after seeing that your dad getting all that, what's that?
He's back there somewhere.
Somewhere. Well, there's an arrow, so we just have to follow the arrow, I'm sure.
That's right.
But again, he is responsible for your Emmy. We know that. So your dad is getting all this attention. Does your mom now want to go into acting?
No, my mother doesn't want to go anywhere near acting. My mother's way too dignified and elegant to be slumming it with us. But when I was guest hosting on Kimmel a few weeks ago, my dad couldn't get his line right at one point, and so my mom starts whispering it to him and telling him to adjust his screen, and I was like, "Is Mom your producer? Is that what's happening right now?" So she's working behind the scenes.
Oh, wow. So she's like a stage wife.
That's right. She's pulling the puppet strings. I didn't know she was like the master strategist behind all of this.
It's a ripple effect that you're causing. It's amazing. Your talent and you acting is causing this to happen. Summer feels so long ago. Apparently it is still September though. But it looks like those are, are you in a classroom right now? Is this your home classroom?
Well, my house is a classroom. So I do put some of their work up behind me. But yeah, our whole house has become a classroom, really.
What are you teaching them right now? What are you working on?
Well, they both do online work with their classes, but I've also been really trying to use this time to teach them things that may not be on the curriculum. Like all summer we did, first we did planets and then we were doing continents, but with a focus on Africa. So I was walking them through lots of different African cultures, the Nubians, the Maasai warriors, Egyptian culture, and just like scouring the internet for like projects I could do with them and children's books about those cultures to really immerse them. I think a lot of times kids, when they're learning about Black history in particular, you learn about like civil rights and the Jim Crow era. You learn about all the things that Black people were told we couldn't do. So I thought it was really important to kind of immerse them in the rich culture of who Black people are and were even before the Martin Luther Kings and the all of the great civil rights leaders.
Very cool. That's amazing. Twitch, I know you wanted to talk about this because you have kids at home and it's an interesting time to talk to your kids.
Absolutely, and I think that is really fascinating because I think
Hi,
Kerry, hi Kerry, how you doing?
Good to see you.
And I know you and I have kids ranging in ages, so I was wondering, like with everything going on with injustices and that type of thing, what those conversations have been like with your kids and how you introduce that.
What's interesting is, and I'm sure you find this too, like every kid is so different, right? Mm-hmm. There's never, in parenting, there is never like this works for every kid. I think such a big part of it is knowing who your kid is, and as you're having the conversation, like watching and listening for the cues to be present for this stuff. Because I think a lot of us remember the moment in our own childhoods when we were first confronted with negative views about race, with racism, with institutionalized racism. Like I remember as a kid learning those things, and so I want my kids to know that I'm fully present as they're exploring those ideas too. So it's weird, but in a lot of ways, I have to make sure that I'm taking care of myself as I'm having these conversations, and just like on a daily basis doing what I need to do to stay calm and to stay present and stay informed, so that I can just really be there for them as the world unfolds around them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, 100%. And I think it's also like super important too, because you know, different than how they're coming up, we're in a different place as parents, right? To teach them from a different perspective. So I think that that's also one of the most interesting things too, is like how these conversations can start different from how it started for us, you know?
Yeah, and live it, right? To live it. Like you know, if I'm gonna, which I do, I wear the Breonna Taylor t-shirt, you know, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor.
Absolutely.
So if I'm gonna wear that, which I do proudly, I have to be ready to have that conversation in my house and answer those questions.
Right. Well, yo, more power to you. We're all trying to learn all this thing together, so much love.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Same. And good for you for continuing the conversation about Breonna Taylor, because we can't stop that until they are arrested. It's crazy that they have not been arrested yet.
I know Regina King and Uzo both wore incredible Breonna t-shirts at the Emmys, which I thought was so great.
I saw that. Yeah, that was fantastic. All right, we have to take a break. More with Kerry after this.